Today on Brilliance Business TV, we have the incredible Renata Angelo. Renata is an international speaker and transformational mentor, often called the Queen of Manifestation. Stay tuned. Welcome to Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. I am your host, Mark Stephen Pooler. We have an incredible guest on the show, Renata, who I'm really looking forward to a conversation with, all about manifestation, having zero limits in life. I'm really looking forward to a great topic today. We're streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. We're on the E360 TV network, going out to Android, Roku, Apple, many more platforms. Also, we're on Business Innovators Radio Network and mspnewsglobal.com. Let's bring in our incredible guest, Renata Angelo. Renata, welcome to Brilliance Business TV.
Thank you, Mark, for the beautiful introduction, and what a pleasure to be here with you today.
I'm really looking forward to a conversation, Renata, today, and it's on a great topic as well. So let's get started. Firstly, I just mentioned Zero Limits. You're featured in the film Zero Limits, which has won over 20 international awards exploring manifestation, healing techniques. You share your fascinating healing story there. Could you elaborate on what quantum healing means to you and how it shaped your journey?
Well, thank you so much for asking. It started in my early 20s when I had a motorbike accident. I was paralyzed from the waist down, learned to walk, but ended up with the chronic back pains 24/7. And after 1 year, doctors pronounced me partially disabled with the chronic pain. And sometimes in life, we have a choice. We can accept what other people tell us, or we can try to make impossible possible. And that's when I decided to get on the quest to find a cure for chronic pain. For a year, I tried everything from the Western medicine. Nothing worked. Then I tried everything from the Eastern medicine. Nothing worked neither. But then I realized that we are mind, body, and spirit, and we have to integrate all three aspects together. And when I stopped searching for the answers outside and I turned within, I experienced what I call the quantum healing, because honestly, I was healed within few seconds. And sometimes we can call it spontaneous healing, but that's when the miracles happen. And we can make the impossible possible. So it became my lifelong journey to support other people in turning their dreams and reality into zero limits, making it possible whatever we want in our lives.
I love it. I'm going to ask you a question here. I've got it on the screen, and I was listening to your beautiful answer, and I'm like, I've spelt manifestation wrong, and I have a key for detail. So just double check that spelling for me. This is a little blip on our interview today, but I would not want to get spelling wrong for the incredible Renata. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. We're winning. I agree, Renata. That's a beautiful story. Going through like such a big tragedy, and then having the strength to get through it, but then having that pain. But how amazing that you found out about these quantum healings and how powerful we actually are. Isn't it incredible, Renata?
Well, I believe that the body has the self-healing ability, and we are really we have physical body, the one we can touch, but also the mental body, emotional body, spiritual body. And once we work on the all layers of our being, they influence each other. So very often that's what I see in my seminars or in my coachings when I work with the clients and they, for example, forgive or the grudge they might have held for years or they shift their mindset. If something shifts in the mental body, we start experience different emotions. The different emotions gives us different actions that we take, and we also experience different results in our physical bodies.
I agree. I think as well, a lot of people don't really use. I know we do in our industry, and we probably know lots and lots of people that are into these things. But just like mainstream, I don't think they use these skills and technologies enough, and that it's well known enough still now, Renetta. If you watch mainstream telly, people don't know about these things. They still see them as woohoo, even though the science is showing now more and more that the evidence backs these things, which is a really, really exciting time as well. Can that same quantum ship my voice today. Can that same quantum shift happen in business too? You work closely with entrepreneurs. How do you help them grow their business without burning out?
You know, Mark, it's the same principles that apply for health, they also apply for wealth. So, the main blocks that we have within us are not usually external, they lie within us. And I often say that we are like a fast car and we can go full speed on. But if we have a handbrake on, we can burn out very easily. So my mission is to identify what is that handbrake for people. And those things are not conscious very often, because if they would be conscious, we would already fix them. 95% of our behavior is run by our subconscious mind, the way how we were programmed in the childhood. So there are specific techniques like hypnotherapy, neurolinguistic programming, and many others when we can go really into the depths and find out what is that handbrake that's stopping me. And once we get rid of those subconscious blockages that sabotage our success, we can just speed up and we can achieve amazing results with the ease and joy. So that's my mission, to help people to see and find out where within is something that I can shift. And one of my mentors, Brian Tracy, always said that our external world is the reflection of our internal world. So if we want to shift anything that is on the outside, we first have to start within.
I totally agree, and I love Brian Tracy as well. I've interviewed him on this show and had him in collaborations before. What an incredible mentor and a credible man as well. I agree, everything external, it starts within. And I've used hypnotherapy. I find hypnotherapy very, very, very effective. Also, NLP. I think you have to change it on a subconscious level, because otherwise you're trying to use a conscious mind when you need to go deeper, don't you, Renetta, to go to those subconscious blockages.
Yes, totally. And once we do that, then it elevates our vibrations. We feel better once we deal with those things that were holding us back. Then we can just become truly authentic. We can become the best version of ourselves. And every single person has capabilities that are far beyond our wildest dreams and expectations. That's what I learned after the motorbike accident, that I literally started manifesting with my thoughts, and I could apply that to health, but then I start applying it to wealth, I start applying it to relationships. And these are basic principles. When we make them and use them to support us, not to sabotage us, then the life just become amazing.
You've co-authored bestsellers with Brian Tracy and Richard Branson. How incredible. How do mentors make a difference in achieving real results in life and business?
You know, Mark, I feel that we can either try to do it our way, try to do testing, try to learn from our own mistakes. But if we have someone by our side who can help us, who can show us the way, who can show us the shortcut, it's so much faster. So I'm forever grateful to Brian Tracy, who I had for many years as my personal mentor, and we shared stages in Europe as well. I've worked with him in United States, and he's an incredible man. So I recommend to anyone that if you find a mentor, someone who resonates with you, someone who supports you, who believes in you more than you believe in yourself, you are set for success.
Great words. I love that. I'm a big advocate of mentoring and coaching. I've had so much over the years. I've spent tens of thousands of pounds in personal development coaches, mentors, and if you want to get to those next levels, you do have to get mentors that obviously see things in you that you don't see in yourself, and who have walked the walk and talked the talk. And I can't think of a better mentor than Brian Tracy, which is incredible as well. In your latest collaborative Amazon #1 bestseller, Joy Unleashed, you highlight the power of emotions and intuition. Why are these so vital in creating the life we truly want?
What a great question, Mark. I truly believe that we do not attract to our life what we want, but we attract things that are on the same vibrational frequency as we are. So if we are vibrating in a fear, if we are in a lack, that's what we'll be bringing back. So once we get to the high vibrations, which is joy, which is gratitude, which is love, in those vibrations, we start attracting more things that will make us loving, more things we could be grateful for, more things we could be joyful. So I truly believe that if we want to succeed, we have to become a match to our goal on 3 levels. One is the knowledge. We have to learn what is necessary. Second one are the skills that we need to develop the skills. And the third one is that we need to become the vibrational match to our goal. And then we can literally, on the basis of the law of attraction, attract the right people to our life, the right opportunities. We will experience synchronicities, and the life will become truly magical.
I agree totally. I couldn't agree more. I think it's really interesting. I actually spoke a lot with Brian Tracy about goal setting, how he writes out 10 goals a day. I started doing that actually, where you write it out, but you write those 10 goals as though it's already happened. Very powerful, and it really programs the subconscious mind as well. So that was really interesting. Now, you are known as the Queen of Manifestation, and you developed the 8-step manifest system. You've worked with teachers from The Secret, like Dr. John D. Martini, really good friend of mine. I've worked with him many times. Also, Marie Diamond, Joe Vitale, both of those are really close friends and who I've worked with many times as well. When did you realise the power of manifestation, and how does your system bring it to life?
Well, I realized it in my 20s, and it was even before the movie and the book The Secret came out. So I've learned those principles because they are universal. And then when the movie came out, I was like, wow, this is incredible that someone just put it together in such a powerful way. Those tools, I realized that there is a system of 8 steps that if we do, and if we do it in the right order, then we can truly manifest anything. But just imagine, like, if you have a code into a secret treasure, and the code would have 8 numbers. You have to know all 8 numbers, and you have to put them in the right sequence. Otherwise, it won't work. So, just before we spoke about goal setting, for example, goals and having the clarity on what we want to manifest, it's one step. But there are three other things that precede before we set our goals, and we have to get clear on them and we have to apply them. It's like, for example, you would be baking a cake and we would put the ingredients in the wrong order, and you would put the cream first, and at the end you would crack an egg. It would not work. So it's really important to do the right things in the right order, and when we do that, magic can happen.
I agree. I agree. And having just that guidance of showing you what to actually do is so, so helpful. Obviously, you always find your own way with your own intuition, but having those clear guidance steps, it just helps you with someone who's done it, who knows the system. And that's so, so much easier as well to follow. Now, if someone is ready to manifest their dreams, what's the best way for them to what is the best way for them to connect with you and take the next step? And I've got your website address here as well.
Okay, well, the best and easiest way is to go to my website, renataangelo.com/calendar. And I do offer free 30-minute consultations when either me or my team will show you how you personally can use that manifest system for your own life and your goals, and where are those things that are stopping you. Because a lot of people do already a lot of things good, correctly. That's why you are successful. But all of us have those handbrakes on at some point. So what we focus on is to specialize. Where is it that we need to start focusing the attention and how to fix it? So feel free to connect through renataangelo.com or through the social media as well.
I would encourage you, if you want zero limits, you want to set those goals, and not only set them, you want to go on and manifest them and achieve them, connect with renataangelo.com. That's renataangelo.com. Renata, thank you so, so much for being my guest today. I thoroughly enjoyed having a conversation with you. I really, really resonate with everything you say, and I know it all works. And thank you so much for being my guest.
Thank you so much for the invitation, Mark, and I'm wishing all the best to everyone who wants to turn their dreams into reality.
The pleasure has been all ours. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for Brilliance Business TV, conversations with leading experts in business. Until next time, bye for now.